Hello, this is Phil Eklund, designer of Arrival, and today Peter and I are playing Promo 1. And basically this is standard Arrival with standard victory conditions, but on this turn, Generation 12, a second starship is launched from the solar system. And this starship, called a Beehive, we will load it up with some humans, and it won't reach us until the very end of the game, turn 25, which is here. And then whoever the Beehive player is, which is determined by whoever the ruling party is on turn 12 when the Beehive launch, will go ahead and take a bonus turn. One victory condition, extra victory condition in Promo 1 is that the Beehive player has the advantage of getting an extra turn. This is a huge advantage. But they have the disadvantage is that if the settlers, the colonist, which is usually 5 Earthlings, can't find homes, then a point will be deducted for everyone that dies on the planet in the first turn. So, in a way, whether or not it's good to be the Beehive player, in other words, it's good to be in power on turn 12, depends on how habitable the planets are to Earthlings when they finally get here. And this has really not been play tested yet. Now, there are deities in this game. And these deities are the sponsors of the Beehive. And when turn 12 gets here, Generation 12 gets here, the Beehive player, whoever's in power, will shuffle up these cards and draw one at random. And these cards have special abilities to help the new passengers, the new arrivals, the new pilgrims survive on the planet when they get here. So it makes a difference which one it is. Now, as we have it now, this may change. As we have it now, it's random which deity you start with. But the Beehive player, really any player, can change it to a new deity through a radio action by radioing the Beehive en route and changing their sacred deity. This deity is supposed to be the religion around which the new passengers arrive at, but it's also the bioengineering that the passengers have undergone, either creeping, rocket, swimming, balloon, or flying. So these passengers will be bioadapted for special abilities. For instance, I'm looking at the creeping deity. The passengers are bioengineered for burrowing. I don't know why it says burrowing swim. I think that should be changed. So just burrowing. I think that's obsolete. Well, I guess it says burrowing swim because this is both for SCF, which is a swimming medium, a supercritical fluid, and solid, which is a burrowing medium. So I guess that's why it is. But at any rate, there is a special ability is that the favored milieu is SCF and solid. And the favored milieu will determine all the work sites that the passengers are allowed to inhabit once they arrive. And so on this world, Cannonball has some solids, but no SCF unless we launch a hypercane or a dropstone. And the Hycean has solids deep in the trench. So this is a possible, this is possibly good for the creeping deity, but as I said, we'll draw it randomly, and only the Beehive player will be able to see which one it is. If another player or the Beehive player spends helium, performs radio, they can change it. Okay, so are we ready to get started, Peter?
Yes.
All right. So I guess if you are player number 2, we have the government somewhere?
No.
Why don't I see the government? Maybe this is in module 1. Oh, there it is. Right there. We'll need some sort of marker on that to show which government is active. Peter, I'm going to promote you just so you can do things. But thank you very much. This is, if it can be.
We start.
Yeah, we start on number 2. It says start there, but that's also the party of the commander who's on Legion at the moment. So let's go ahead. It's your turn, Peter. So go ahead and advance the turn to number 1, and we'll do the one-shots on the big planet. Let me look at the big planet. Big planet means to boil all the methane on the planet. So it looks like we're going to have a cooling on store. Can you go ahead? Yeah, thank you very much. And the second part of the one-shots on this planet is raining out sulfur. And I'm going to roll a dice just to see which latitude it lands in. It looks like it lands in the south, very deep south. So this sulfur here will go into...
Yeah, there should be ice.
Yeah, it'll go here because the South Pole is supposed to have ice in it. All right. Okay. So now it's your turn, Peter, to go ahead and set your work sites. You are the oxygen player and the tech player. One of the things that we have to play test is, or have to decide is, player number 2, oxygen and tech are very strong, and it may be too strong. And
let's see. You should stay.
Oh yeah, I'll get some starting coins for myself too, which is a beryllium and 2 heliums.
Okay, let's look what I want.
So one of the things I'm considering is to eliminate the starting phosphorus for player number 2 since they have an advantage. Another possible thing is that maybe in a 2-player game, it should be starting, the 2 players should be something other than 2 and 5, possibly like 3 and 6, maybe. But we'll see how this plays out, and we'll get your opinion on that.
I definitely put on the right side here. What next? Gas vehicle can be more.
Oh God, there's phosphorus available on the surface. So as a reminder, we start out cooperative.
Yes. Do I want to print something or not?
It'd be helpful for me if you printed this vehicle. I don't know.
Yeah, I will. Some gas vehicle.
Yeah.
And ocean.
Okay. You actually don't have to place one there if you don't want, but you can if you want.
Yeah, I know. Can I print this vehicle in orbit if it's outside of my
No,
work
you can
site?
only print airports that are in your work sites or between your work sites.
So I choose this and I print some vehicle here.
Okay. Nice non-polluting Project Orion.
I am thinking about some domestication.
Which is banned at the moment.
I know.
But you'll be a hero if you do it. You're thinking of the squatter, the yellow ones?
Yes.
Do it.
I will do it. So I choose these two work site and I gain 1 foot.
Yes.
And I do domesticate for 2 foot.
Yeah. The sky rabbits are acclimated on the surface, so this is very helpful.
Yeah, but I need a CF vehicle, which is not here.
Which is
Oh,
not really possible.
oh, not this. Can I do with space?
Not a whole lot you can do in space. If the hab's not built. Now, it's possible that you could metalize this.
Yeah, I was about this.
Unfortunately, we don't have enough. But if you wanted to start a company, I might be willing to pay 1 food and give you extra beryllium.
Yeah, let's try this. So who pays food? You to give me, or how it's?
If either player can pay food, and I'm willing, in the spirit of cooperation, to pay the food myself and give you the beryllium.
I can't spend my food to get it. I pay 1 food and I can get the beryllium for me, right?
Yes, go ahead and take the beryllium.
And then for 2 foods, I do construction. Penny.
Okay. Now there is a bit of risk, unless you should use your last food to clean pollution, otherwise there'll be risk.
Yes, I use my. Oh, I will risk it. Advanced companies.
Yeah. Are you not going to clean up the methane?
No.
Really?
Well, let's see what happens.
All right.
I roll for 2. That's
2. That's safe because there's only, at your worksite levels, there's only 1 pollution, and 2 is okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, thank you for setting up the turn markers. I'm going to go ahead and advance, and we'll do 1-shots. And these 1-shots on Leeton is to boil off this and this. And that's about it. And I want to set up my work sites here and here. I want to build a mass driver. Out of curiosity, do you think it's worth it for a dropstone on either of these 2 worlds?
I
Of
was
course.
I was thinking to do it.
Yeah, well, I have the helium. And I'm willing to do it. The one thing that I do want to do with these two is I gain 2 food. Now,
I think dropstone is nice thing.
Peter, what do you think about the dropstone?
We can do it probably on star.
Yeah,
it
store
safer.
would be a bit safer. Um, I think I'm going to mine phosphorus, one thing. I'm considering it costs 2 food. And I'm considering domesticate. But I can also
We need SCF vehicle to domesticate.
Yeah, I know.
And that is
Not available yet. So I'm going to hold off on domesticate. I'll wait until an SCF vehicle is available. Of course, we're going to need beryllium too if we're with my phosphorus. I could protect this company and this urbanite by making. I don't suppose we have a vapor vehicle anywhere, do we? It's possible for me to do a vapor vehicle, but it's not possible for me to have beryllium anywhere. So I think I will spend 2 food for the Gaian goo here.
okay.
That will spend my phosphorus. And I'll spend my last food.
But you need to print vehicle.
Which
Wait.
vehicle?
Vapor.
No, do I?
For new sphere or not?
I don't think so. Let's look at new.
That is not the requirement. It's
Yeah.
only for companies, so domestication is possible. That I am making mistakes.
Oh, domestication is possible, but it'd be nice to make a company out of it. But I don't know. But yeah, domestication is possible. Any rate, I will go ahead and clean up with my last food one of this pollution. I'll do this one in the sky. And now it's the end of my turn. I did not advance any tracks.
Okay. Advanced. I roll for star. One. It's it is called. It's marathon, I think. It cancels scheduled events. Right?
I'm sorry, what was that? Yes.
That's nice. And yes, I choose these two work site also. I gain 2 food. And domestication are
Yeah. Domesticate the sky rabbits, and I will uplift them next turn.
yes. I domesticate for 2 food. Make rabbit here. And I gain the shame. And that's all.
All right. So I'll advance here, and it could be game over if I roll a 1 for the event, because that will drive our hikikomoris extinct. So the white die is active. 3. And 3 is,
Aye.
yeah, the sky. It snows, but there's nothing to snow. There's station fall, but there's nothing to station fall. And it rains, but there's nothing to rain. So not much happens. But I'm going to have to be sure and help spread the hikikomori this turn. I'll make a monster out of him. I'm going to pick the same 2 work sites you did. And I'm going to gain 3 food. So and we need to be finding beryllium. But I'm going to do teratogenesis. That'll cost 2 food. And I'll create teratogenesis here. And I'll advance the monster track by 1. And I'll uplift the sky rabbit. to a 5. I'm thinking that would be a good idea for me to vote some way, because I think that voting will get us a better government, one that doesn't ban domestication. It does ban radio, though, which will make it harder to change the Beehive, because Beehive, in order to change it, you need a radio. And I guess I have to decide whether or not it's an advantage to being in power when turn 12 comes around. I still have one more food, and I think I'll just save my food, and I'm ending my turn.
Maybe it was better to make this Grendel blue, because it's possible it moves to gas.
Yeah, I mean, I could make it blue. This is true, but my reasoning is that every turn I don't have any beryllium. I can't protect this guy in the sky, and if I don't make a new one, he could go extinct.
Oh, yes, that's right. My turn. So I move. I roll for a star. 3. Sky is raining. Water. 3.
Yeah.
So it's warming.
We've got warming. That's a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, I need some beryllium, and I need some. Okay, I choose these to work side, and I gain 3 food. I have 4.
All right.
Then yeah, let's do this way. I do cloud seed, and I rain full fur ground.
Good move.
And I can choose any Any spot.
Yeah, you can choose anywhere. That one has a little bit of a risk because it's a volcanic site.
Okay. Here.
Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah, I do another move. I print up here, printing.
Okay.
That makes pollution. I pay 1 food to clean.
Okay.
And then I spawn to help.
All right.
And I spawn yellow.
Okay.
Me food. And I increase urbanites.
All right.
And I
So
roll
that forces a pollution roll, but there's no pollution. Then you have to pollute something at the urban level.
this. And
Sure.
I will not bomb anything.
Okay.
And I think we forgot to increase farmers for this uplifts.
Yes, we did. We forgot. So easy to forget. So but there was no pollution, and I'll just gain 1 food for that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to advance the turn. Now for the little planet, I'll roll an event. Well, I think that this guy has to bail out. And this thing's destroyed. And it looks like I have a pretty good chance on the big planet. So I'm going to bail out to Stour. And it's 4/4. So I'll place 1. Okay, there. And he'll go next door to this plant.
There is still 1 5 missing. There are 2 4 dots.
I did fix that. I think he has to update the TTS module. I'll bug him about it, but let me make a note. Update. Update Hycean map. Okay. This means that I am the urban player and I get shamed for this. For letting the starman die and the starship crashed. So this is I'm going to select here and here. I'm going to print a hab here.
Okay.
And immediately clean it with one food. Now, I think I want to.
And technically, when this is polluted, you can pollute anything on planet.
Technically, I can pollute. No, I can't pollute everything on the planet because this hab is pollutable. So if I didn't clean it immediately, the hab would get polluted.
Okay.
In any case, or I could just pollute the hab and clean it later in my turn because I want to use it. But regardless, it's the same effect. I'm going to go ahead and spawn for 2 food. Well, first of all, I have to gain my food, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. I gain 4 food. And I'll spend 2 of it to spawn to here.
And did you get a shame?
Yes, I got a shame, see? Oh, I put it in the wrong place. I'm sorry. I should have placed it here. So I still have more things that I could do with my food. I'm going to mine another phosphorus. So I'll gain this. And I think I'll spend my last food to clean up this pollution here. And that's the end of my turn. I didn't advance any tracks. Yes, I did.
The urbanites advance.
I advanced the urbanite.
Or not. Alright, okay.
Yeah, the urbanite's okay, but I'm going to have to create another pollution. And I'm going to have to spend my food not cleaning this up, but cleaning up the pollution I created by advancing the urbanite. So I'm ending my turn.
Move. Three. Here. Raining. Water. 5. My turn.
I wanted to mention, Peter, one rules change on the homeostasis roll. It used to be that the number of Guy and Goo determined whether or not there was climate change or not. But now it's harder. It's the number of Grendels, of monsters on that planet that determines if climate change happens or not the amount of goo.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Let's do the farming or not. Or digging deeper. Farming. I choose these work sites. I print space like here.
Okay.
Or maybe more. Can start farming here.
You could start farming there.
Yeah, let's try this. I print another vehicle between. Some gas vehicle. And one pollution here. And one ground. And now my foot. It's too acclimated here. Or I have 5. I use 2 food to clean pollution. One on return and one on or. Now you 2 food for farming. Blue guy. And I pay phosphorus for it. Increase farmers. No need to roll for pollution, and I gain 1 food. And I have 2 food left, and to do with them. I can do cloud seeds. I boil this yellow to sky. Or maybe it will be better to boil the water. Or to food. And I am done.
But I'll advance turn. Roll the dice for the event on the small planet. It's 4-4. I think 4 is blocked, isn't it? Yeah, so nothing happens now. I'm going to select this. Yeah. I'm going to gain, I guess, 4 food. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should I search for beryllium or should I farm? I guess I'll farm. I'll do here. Cost me 2 food. I'll throw away this biofluid. I'll make this a 5. So I'm going to advance farming by 1 and gain 1 food. I'm going to I think I'll spend my phosphorus to create a flying goo here. That will spend 2 food. And I'll end my turn.
Okay, so warming. And store.
All right.
So the bird stays here.
The bird stays.
Heaven is it's on fish.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I think the bird has to migrate to gas. Yes, the bird has to migrate to gas.
And this is
And
destroyed.
yeah, and that space vehicle is destroyed.
And we do the one shots.
Yeah, we have to do one shots. So we're boiling off the sulfur, which can still be farmed by the sky rabbits. We have to
Nice.
boil off the ice, and this is going to cool the planet. And then, oh God, we got to boil off water. 1, 2.
Can you boil from the oceans?
Let's look up boil and see what it says. It says highest elevation is moved to the sky unless it's full.
Boil every lake on the ground.
What was that?
Boil all. The next step.
Oh, yeah. We're doing boil all. And what does boil all say? Boil one lake on the ground of that color. Every lake of that. So, yeah, we've got.
Yeah, that was.
We're not very good players here. We're going to have to bail out to there. And to here. Well, he just dies. No, he can bail out to here. So.
So it schedules warming, so it cancels each other.
I don't know how to play this game very well. And well, that was a disaster. There should be 2 shame to the farmer player for this disaster.
Nice.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, but I could seen it also. It can happen.
That was partly my fault.
Yeah, I could make the yellow farmer instead.
Yeah.
So we have the last blue guy. So I am quite limited by shame.
Yeah. One possible suggestion is you could place a worksite deep in the trench to look for beryllium, and then without doing any work, go ahead and clean up the pollution and get rid of a shame.
I will do it here. I built liquid vehicle. Or maybe only this deep.
Maybe only that deep.
I pulled this and this. I gained 2 food and I spend it clean.
You also get to flip this.
Yeah. Helium.
Not terribly useful, all in all. Oh, it's my turn. I'm sorry. I didn't notice. I'm advancing the turn, rolling the dice. I rolled a 1 again. But doesn't look like a 1 really does anything on Leighton. So I'm going to
What about the drop stone?
I could do a drop stone. Which planet would you like it to be on?
The store. That's quite safer.
Yeah, it's much safer. There's only wild people around there. Okay, I'll do it. I guess I'll do it. No, I don't think I'm going to do it. I think
Okay.
I'm going to look for beryllium. I'll put it here and here. I gain 4 food. I'll I have to print a vehicle, I guess an SCF vehicle here
Oh, here.
and one there.
Vapor.
And I have to pollute twice.
Could be the vapor vehicle.
Oh, it's the wrong one. Right. We'll try this one. I'm going to spend 2 food to clean up my pollution. And I think I won't do any work so I can get rid of this shame. And I'll flip this over. No beryllium. That's all for my turn.
Advance. Arrow events. 1. Nothing.
That's a Moraton, which doesn't really affect anything because nothing is scheduled. So on next turn, if we do not change the government, then you, the Beehive will be launched and you will be the Beehive player.
Oh, I could do some farming here. Yeah, probably yes. Gain some beryllium somewhere. I tried this. Print EF. Here I pollute this.
Okay. Thank God there's beryllium.
And when this is flipped, it's after I choose all my 3D prints or
That's such a good question. Let's look at the sequence of play printed on your granary. I think it says select one or two work sites, flip for exploration. You flip right away after selecting your work sites.
okay.
Then you do your 3D print.
I print the head here. And I make 2 pollutions. It gives me 4 food. Let's do some mining. Yeah, but it needs solid vehicle. So for 2 food, I mine beryllium. And next. And I mined 1 more beryllium.
Wow.
And I leave it a bit polluted.
Yeah, you don't have to roll for pollution because you didn't advance anything.
Yeah.
I would also like to mine beryllium, I think. I picked the same 2 work sites you do. I guess I have to advance the turn though.
Yes.
Oh, and we have an important beehive. So, Peter, I shuffled them up, and this is the one. If you take a look at it, I'm going to look away from the screen because I'm not supposed to know which one it is. If you flip it over and then tell me
you can look here without.
What's that?
There is shortcuts to peek without anybody else knowing.
Yeah, the Beehive player, which is you, gets to peek without anyone else knowing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we're supposed to load up this thing with dice. And you get to select what party these dice are.
Yeah, I think there's not much to choose.
Not much choice. Okay. All right. Now, I'm not absolutely sure if I roll for an event or if that was the event.
Actually, the rules does not say when this happens. I think it's as part of event, but it should be specified in the rules.
All right. I think it might be easier for me if I say the event is the Beehive, so we don't have to roll for an event.
Yes.
But I have to add this to the rules. Okay, so in that case, it is my turn. And I want to mine beryllium, but I think I want to print a solid vehicle here. Right here. And this pollutes twice. Once. Twice. And I gain 4 food. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to spend 1 of them to clean up this. Then I'll spend
I can borrow you beryllium or
yeah, I kind of
or you can have your own.
I can mine my own, but advancing the company track.
Explosion now.
So I'm going to spend 3 food to clean up all this pollution. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 food to mine beryllium, which I'll spend to start a company here. This might be stupid because there's station fall at this level. And it might be smarter. It might be smarter rather than mining beryllium to do Guy and Goo here to prevent this chance. But no, I'll take a risk. What can go wrong? So I advance the company track. But there's no pollution to roll, so I'm ending my turn.
Okay, advance star. Roll for event or ground. So that's
There's no volcano to go down, and there's no station fall because we don't have any habs here.
yeah.
So I don't think the event does anything.
Oh, that's nice.
Good thing you didn't roll a 6. I would have been upset. I promise on my turn to protect the beryllium mines. And the company.
Choose the historic site and let's do some farming. I gain 2, 3, 4 food. And I do farming here in there. Can I make farmers in ocean, right?
You can make farmers in ocean as long as you have DHC worksite. Yeah, you can do it in the ocean.
So I make. I was thinking to make radio. To have some...
Oh, really? To change the government or to change the deity? First of all, I think you have to spend some biofluid from the sky.
Yeah. First,
in order to do radio, you'll need helium either from me or you can mine it.
Yes, to some extent. Now, first I will clean this, then I do the farming.
Yeah.
And I make farming company from gas here.
Okay. Yeah, that company's safe because the goo is blocking station fall.
So I increase farmers, pollution roll, nothing. I gain food. Companies, also no roll. So I can make another farmer.
Yeah, for just one food.
One food, and I gain food.
Yes.
And what else? Make a Grendel or Guy and Ghoul, maybe.
You'll need phosphorus for that.
But I can make Grendel here, right?
You can make Grendel there if you have a worksite there.
Okay. Not adoption. Can make Hypercane.
Oh. That's true. The Hypercane location is here,
Quite safe.
which is safe. Doing a Hypercane is feasible.
Pay 2 food. Make Hypercane. Nice schedule hypergame.
No, I just wanted to say, I mean, about this Hypercane company, that when the vent chit hits here after a Hypercane, it's going to destroy all the vehicles at the DHZ level, including the company you just built.
Ah. Oh.
All the vehicles with airports at that level.
No, I will not make the company. I'm done.
So, Peter, before I take my turn, I just want to ask, at this point in the game, I mean, are you, knowing that Beehive's coming and everything, are you happy with it being a cooperative game? I mean, I'm just asking as a game designer here, do you think this is to your benefit? I mean, you mentioned radio before, so I wasn't sure. You don't have to answer this if you don't want, but I'm just, it's of interest to me to know this decisions that you're facing in the promo one card game after the Beehive is launched. Are you happy with it?
I think I know where I can place the guys on Beehive.
All right. So
And I wanted to make radio mostly to lift the ban on domestication.
mostly for what?
For removing ban on domesticate.
Oh yeah. This is true. I mean, I've got a lot of helium, and we kind of have to table talk a little bit. We don't have to, but we can. If we're going to win cooperatively, of course, we're going to have to lift that ban. I think it'll be best to lift that ban. So one of us should radio. At the moment, there is, I think this one's supposed to be 5. At the moment, I think there's only 1, 2, 3 5s, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 2s. So with radio, it is possible to radio one guy into a 5 and then change it. And this is something that I can do on my turn if we're in agreement that we're going to try to win this cooperatively, I guess, is what I'm saying. Does that sound okay to you? I mean, you're not bound to anything by this, but
So which number is in majority now? I lost the count.
The count is right now that there is 1 more 2 than there is 5. But if on my turn or your turn, we radio one of the 2s into a 5, then do a vote, then we can get out of a ban on domestication. That's the That will mean, though, that it will be a competitive game. It won't be a cooperative game anymore. And so technically, this just means that you'll win the game if your beehive does well. To me,
I think it's okay for me.
now that I've said it out loud, now I'm thinking maybe I don't want to have it a competitive game, because I think you would win the game competitively with the beehive. Maybe we should just, from my point of view, maybe I should just suffer through shame for domestication. We only need one more domestication or two? I'm not sure how many more we'll need in order to win cooperatively. It's kind of a difficult decision right now, but let's keep playing. I don't think I'm so enthusiastic about doing radio after all. I'm gonna advance the turn. The scenario's a little bit weird, but I'm rolling for the big planet, and I rolled a 6. What?
No, that's bad.
I thought I had a chance to block this. Um, you do store, I do Leeton. So this is on Leeton. Okay, that's fine. I just got mixed up. I'm sorry. So we boil off water, but there is no water to boil. We boil off sulfur. There is a sulfur to boil.
Boil to sky.
Yeah, it goes to sky, and the sky rabbits will follow. But I just want to look at boil.
It's from ground.
It says the highest elevation of that color at a random latitude. So the latitude I rolled was 4.
Oh, this.
Yeah, this goes into the sky. And there's also a volcano that goes from here to here, I guess, because this is the highest.
Yes.
And it looks like that's going to river flow into this ocean. Okay. So I really wanted to start sky farming, but I think instead of that, I'm going to protect the beryllium mines like I promised to do. I'll pick there and there. I'll gain 4 food. 4 food to here. Is it still 4 food? I guess it's not 4 food. I get 1, 2. It's only 2 food. Because the stupid sky rabbit left.
No, not bad.
I might not be. I can't, with only 2 food. I can't protect the beryllium mines after all. And you don't have any phosphorus either.
No.
So, I think I'll go here and there for 4 food. Then I'll spend 1 to mine phosphorus. And then I could radio, but I don't want to radio. I convinced myself not to radio. Wow. I could take shame and domesticate the ice worms. I think I'm only allowed to domesticate the ice worms on the big planet, and there's nowhere for them to live. This planet's too hot.
All right.
Damn it. I could make a bird here and a monster there. Not really possible. I'm gonna go down another one and mine a second phosphorus. And even a third phosphorus. I still have 1 food left. I'm going to end my turn.
Constants. No events. Or ground.
Thank heavens you didn't roll the 6.
So it boils.
There's no boiling. We're looking at this one, right?
Yes. Blending too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
so
so
nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happens.
And make some company from what? Quit company. I was thinking about biomining, but there is no solid down here. Too deep.
I guess it is no solid.
No solid.
You might be able to do it if you use this solid vehicle here and another one over here. I don't know if that's possible for you.
Let's try. I will try this. I choose these two. I gain 1, 2. 3 food. I pay 1 food to clean this. And I make farming in sky with rabbit. And I remove this. Increase farmers overall, and I gain 1 food.
Yes.
And next, to make company, that vehicle needs to be between my work sites.
No, it only has to be bridged.
Okay. So I do teratogenesis for 2 food. And I make grandel from this bird. And I make this vehicle company. So first I make grandel. Can I uplift someone between my levels?
I think you can uplift anyone that's bridged.
But technically I can only uplift this guy.
Which one?
This pharaoh.
Yeah, you can uplift the guy in the ocean, but not on the plant. That advances farming.
There is a rule question. I do it in any order because it's all of part of one action. Because I made Grendel company,
yes,
and it resulted in farmer. So I can choose any order of this.
I believe so. I mean the
I think it will not.
Company is done only after the work. So according to here, it says adjust progress tracks first, and then after the work, you can do the headquarters.
Okay.
So
yes,
you have to adjust the progress track first with any uplift and everything else. And only after you've done all that can you do creating a company.
I think it's written maybe not clear enough.
Not clear enough in the rules?
I do not know how it's written in the rules. Because it says adjust if new board or headquarters. And then it says may headquarters. But I'm not sure how to write it better. Oh, no.
Yeah, you have to adjust if you're creating a new headquarters, of course.
And then you physically do it.
Yeah, adjust before company formation. I'm writing this down. All right.
I have 1 foot left. Probably nothing else to do. Can I do? Here. I think I'm done.
All right. I'll advance the turn. To the small planet and roll for the small planet. I rolled a 4. That's blocked, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's blocked. And I'm still trying to protect my mines and actually do some mining maybe. So I'll place there and there, which gains 2 food. Just 2 food? Frickin' hell. 2 food. Uh, 1 food to mine beryllium. And then I guess 1 food for new sphere. And new sphere needs a vapor vehicle. Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a vapor vehicle somewhere? There is, right
Yes.
here.
Yes.
So I want to spend my 2 food. Put a lizard there. Save the company. And a cost of phosphorus, which I'll take away. And I'll flip the vapor vehicle and make it into a company with my beryllium. This will increase the company track, but I don't think I have any pollution. I'm out of food. I'm ending my turn.
I make hypergame. Hypergame.
Yeah. Add your eye to the hypercane spot. Boil everything adjacent to it.
Nothing.
And yeah, then we'll dump all these discs here, add them to the trench here. So I'll go ahead and put one. Well, first of all, we'll do the purple one first. We're supposed to go in order here. This goes here, and that goes there. And then, what's it say here? Add to trench, overflow to ground. Oh, it looks like this one is supposed to have a purple creature on it.
Yeah, I noticed before. I want to ask, and I forgot what it means.
And then we'll place one here. And this one should have a little red creature on it. And
it goes to random, or
what's that?
where the
Oh, you're asking what latitude it goes to. Um, I have to look at the rules. Sorry, give me a moment.
Okay.
The rules are here. I'm sorry, I have to be right back. Okay, Peter, I'm back. I'm sorry. So it's the rules say that highest elevation of a random latitude. So I have to make a latitude roll. I'm going to roll this. Which is 6. So
No, so it's here, right?
yeah. And then the next one should go there, I guess. Okay. Now you have to put the vent chit in, which you've already done. And that's going to destroy this and this.
Yeah.
Okay, Hypercane done. Exciting.
I think the text here is a bit misleading.
All right.
I would write this as first part. During
I'm sorry, how would you write it, Peter?
During setup, place files atop disks here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that second part add the disk to the trench because you place vent to the DHZ.
Yeah, you're right. Setup should be first, and the trench add is second. All right.
And similar to Dropstone, add disk to sky.
Yeah. All right.
And what I will also add to the map is to this DHZ, adding another sentence that oceans are located in DHZ. Because
Okay.
I think it's not clear, at least from start.
Okay. All right, I can do that.
And also, I think in some last game we had a question: what are the levels? So there can be small letters about these numbers. It says level.
Yeah, I can do that.
Not necessary, but maybe it will help. Yeah, that was start of my turn.
Yeah.
So now we have some pharaohs. That's nice.
Now we have some pharaohs. We even got around the ban. Look, Mr. Politician, I didn't domesticate anything. They just appeared from the abyss. I think that hypercane was a good move.
Yeah, I need to uplift them first. Need some grandles first. Use. But we lost access to the mining company.
In order to have access to the mining company, we'll need a vehicle here or maybe here.
I can make instead some companies. Choose these work sites. I gain 3 food, 4 from farmers. And 1 from Pharaoh, that's 4 food. And I bring the hub here. And I spawn to hub. Okay. Well, I wanted black guy and I put here. On blue. And I make spawning company.
I see.
I do not have the beryllium. That's bad.
Oh,
Back to trees.
now it's possible for you to recycle beryllium. I mean, from another one of your companies, you're allowed to flip it over and steal the beryllium
Yeah, but
without retreating the track.
yeah, but I wanted to make company.
He wanted to make a new company. But the rules state that you're not allowed to take beryllium from a hab, such as on a cannonball. I had problems with that. So, I mean, during recycling, you can't take from the commander's metallized tab.
So let's go back. Needs for some mining here. I will make print vehicle. And I can instead clean pollution.
Okay.
Use pollution to food.
There's pollution in the sky of Leeton.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Make the grandle. Ah, there is teratogen. I pay 1 food for teratogenesis. And I add grandle to range. I can add only blue. Which I uplift. Which guy should I uplift?
They're both acclimated.
No.
Actually, you should be getting 1 food for this one. And you should get 1 food for this one too.
Yeah, but I'm limited by shape.
Oh.
I uplift sirens.
Okay.
Which makes the farmer. Overall, and we have Earthlings acclimated.
So we've already got farmers up to internal combustion.
Yeah. And for 1 food, I add another farming siren. And I remove this fluid, right?
Yes. Yep. Right.
So I'm done.
Let me just make a comment here before I take my turn that our track the track is showing once again farmers and headquarters far ahead. Now you have both farmers and headquarters in your granary. So if this game had ended or will end competitive, I think you will have a solid lead. So once again, I don't want the game to end competitive. So what I'm proposing, what I'm thinking of, Peter, I mean, for future games as the rules change, I think because in these games, headquarters and farms are so strong, and monsters and urbanites are kind of weak, that I need to have the players, if at all possible, avoid having both farmers and tech, mix them up a little bit more for strong and weak to make a more exciting game.
No,
So
probably
this is my
yes.
comment at this point. Do you agree? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I think I agree.
It's pretty common that the tech and oxygen, because of the rules as they are now, are really strong. So I'm going to advance into Leeton, and I rolled a 2 for Leeton, which
So maybe
station
in 2 players, another AI should be playing.
Yes, that's what exactly what I'm thinking. Other AIs should be playing, not these two, or something like that. So we crashed Project Orion, and we flooded in the southern hemisphere, this guy.
Here.
Yep. Thank you. Welcome back. Now I'm going to gain food again. And I think I gain the most food here for if I pick this level, I get a buttload of food. One, two. So I guess I'll pick this level. I'll do
I think you gained 5 food from ground, only 10.
do I gain 5?
Because Earthlings are acclimated.
Oh, Earthlings are acclimated. Well, I gain 1 food for this guy too.
That's 6.
It's 6 food. And then I gain more food for this level. So if I pick these levels, I'll gain my maximum. I think I'll do that. I'm going to have to print a vehicle up here, though. Do we have a spawning company? You've got one, right?
What?
Or is that destroyed?
I did not made it because I have no beryllium for it.
Oh, that's right. But I should be able to print one there. And I should be able to spawn a purple dice here. That'll cost me 2 food. 1, 2. That'll advance this track by 1. And I have to pollute something, which I think I'll spend immediately to repair. So that's another food. And I think going out of order, I think I need to spend 1 food first to mine beryllium so I can make the spawning company. That'll flip this over. And I mine a beryllium for there. This company's at risk from station fall. I could regret this. But we're going to have to create these urbanites somehow. So I'm going to spend another food to mine another beryllium. Another beryllium goes here. And I don't want to domesticate. There's nothing more I can do on the surface of this planet. I'm going to spend another food to clean up this pollution. Somehow, I don't think I did this properly. But I'm going to fly with it anyway. What else can I do with a gas vehicle? Cloud seed. Farm. So I'm going to do I think I still have a 3D print. This will be risky. I don't think I want to do that. So I'm going to do for my other 3D print, I'm going to do this vehicle here. And I'll spend my last food just to clean up its pollution. And I'm ending my turn.
Five on star. Doctor destroyed. From 6. Oh, what turn-wise? Gas vehicle. Choose also these work sites, and I gain 4 food down here, or more. And I mine beryllium for 1 food. I do the cloud seed.
Okay.
I put the methane to ground.
I created that liquid vehicle just for you to do that. I mean, not the liquid vehicle, gas vehicle.
Cost me 2 food. And I increase companies.
Oh, probably like 45 minutes, I guess.
That's not good. It's not a big deal. I just want to because more money using it.
Follow this. And I use 1 food to clean it. I'm done.
Okay. I'll advance. I've only got 3 more turns. I'll roll. So I'm going to have to be creating monsters like crazy and urbanites like crazy to hold up my end. So on Leeton, it's number 4, which is blocked. So I need to be creating I do this and this.
Okay.
How much food would I gain there? I guess I would gain 1, 2, 3,
4.
4, 5. No, 4, 5. So 5 altogether?
4 here
Is it?
and 3 here, so 7.
Okay. All right. 7. I'll take that.
You may print the hub here, maybe.
Yeah, I do want to create a hab. And I need to create this vehicle too. It's going to be SCF. So that's 3 pollution altogether. I want to clean up all 3 of it. 1, 2, 3. And there is a new sphere company, so I'll spend 1 food for this and create a fish here.
Yes.
And I want to create a monster there too. Purple monster. So, that needs a liquid vehicle, I guess. Or it doesn't need one, but if there is one, I could create a company. But there's no liquid vehicles around. I don't have any more 3D prints, so I'm gonna have to spend 2 food for this. To create and finally, I want to spend my last food.
And there is
Well, I gotta
there
advance.
is teratogenesis companies, so we should pay only
What's
1
that?
food. There is teratogenesis company, so you pay only 1 food.
Oh, there is a teratogenesis. Okay, I only spend 1. Good. So I have to advance the monster track. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 monsters.
Yes.
So I'll advance this. I'm gonna uplift this this lava skuga.
Here.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, could you put a red dice there for me? And set it to number 5.
So we increase farmers.
Yes, that increases farmers. I'll go ahead and advance the farmer track. There's no pollution, but there's no food either. Now, I want to spawn, so I'll spend 1 food for that. And I'll advance the urban track. Who allowed 3 bridged work sites. I have to pollute something, but I think I'll clean it up right away with my last food. And I end my turn.
Advance. Store. One. Marathon, that's nothing.
Yeah.
The only way how to clean shame is to do nothing.
is to do nothing. No work.
That sounds not good for me. Like losing whole turn.
Yeah, it says that here.
I know, but I think it's too punishing.
It's
maybe.
too much of a handicap.
I think last game we talked about some turning shame to sides.
Yeah.
Which
I want to be sure that shame hurts. Because if the populace loses faith in you, then it's game over.
okay. I will probably clean my shame so I can print some vehicles and perhaps depends where. Do we need some specific vehicle?
I can probably do in my remaining turns 2 more monsters. Maybe 3 if we're allowed 3 work sites. But we need 3 more monsters to get it past the finish. Yeah, if we're allowed 3 work sites from this arrival civilization, then I can probably get all that done.
I choose these 3 work sites. I print them here. And liquid vehicle here. That makes, for pollution, I gain 4 food and I clean it and I redeem shame. That's all.
Okay. I'll advance the track. To here. Do 5. Uh-oh, that's trouble.
Ah.
I think I lost a company. So this sulfur will rain out. To there. Then the company dies and it recycles beryllium. And I get shame for owning this company. I knew that one would cause me trouble.
So it was changed to shame to company owner, not the tech player.
Correct.
Yes.
It's now only the company owners get shamed, not the tech player.
Yeah. That's good change, I think.
Yeah. So I want to create more monsters. So if I do here and here, that gains me 2 food. Oh God, there's no workers on this level. Only 2 food. Well, 3, 4 food for this one. 4 food. And I think I want to go here. So that I will max out my food. Six food. No pollution anywhere. I'll spend 2 food for 2 new spheres. One up here.
I think we should have companies one more on 6.
Oh, really? We missed it. That will spend 2 phosphorus. All my phosphorus, actually. I want to spend another food to mine phosphorus. I want to spend. There's still a teratogenesis company, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to one there. And one
You advance track.
Yes, I have to advance the track. One here. So that advances the monster track again.
Could be on 6.
Okay. And then I still have 2 food. So I'm going to 3D print a hab here. Here, and spend my last 2 food to clean up the pollution, and I'm ending my turn.
I should advance on turn 20 if I will impact the world with Beehive.
I'm sorry, say it again, Peter.
On turn 20, I was supposed to announce if I will impact the world.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
I think it should be at least written on Beehive Starship.
All right, I'll put it on the Beehive Starship.
Or make some token on turn 20. I advance to star. 1. Moreton, nothing.
What was your announcement, Peter?
Not strike. Yeah, and I make mistake when I read the Beehive rules, which make it much more complicated now.
Do you want to tell me more about it?
I think I can show you.
Okay.
There is a balloon deity, which
All
can
right.
farm the sky discs.
Let's see.
So I wanted to place them on sky, on star.
Yeah.
But the rule says my work site in the turn are only that my milieu, that is vapor.
Yeah.
Which is not here.
Yeah, which is difficult. Vapor is in orbit, and there's no room in orbit.
There is vapor sky here, but
yeah,
there is not much space.
Yeah, well, you can fit 2 farmers there at least.
I can make farming to second thing, this card should list that special ability of that type.
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't. Maybe he hasn't updated it, but you're right. The special ability, they can what is their special ability? They fly?
They can farm the sky disk.
I see. Yes, we need obviously that's badly needed.
And also you say that deity is sponsor of Beehive, which sounds a bit strange for me.
Okay, so say that again. What was that comment?
That God is sponsor of Starship.
Yeah, what I meant was
I
that the
think
religion.
it can be like the cult leader of God is sponsors sounds more right for me or something like that.
All right, I can say cult leader. All right, I wrote that down.
I want to change to creeping deity. I do buy
Yeah, most of the passengers are going to die. Um, and you're right. I should have done a drop stone on this world. Then we could have cloud seeded them into the sky, and we could have saved those passengers.
I think I can do it. If I change to creeping deity, I can place them on plants on star.
You'll need helium for this. I mean, uh, if you pay the food, I'll be glad to give you a helium for this.
Yes, that's one thing. And second, what we need to advance. I definitely need beryllium for company. Are you able to make that last grendel on your turn?
Yeah, I'll be able to do it. I just need to farm some phosphorus.
I choose these work sites. I print them here.
What's going to be the last company?
Radio. I gained 7 food, only 6. So if you give me that helium for 1 food. Okay. Hello?
Hello, yes, I'm here.
I can take the helium for 1 food, right?
Yes, that's fine. 1 food, you got a helium.
Then I make radio work.
Yes.
And I replace the beehive to creeping deity.
Sure.
And I make a company during the
A
process.
radio company.
No. I found it. It seems to be missing here.
What's missing?
Radio company.
Oh, it's supposed to be a space vehicle. How about this one?
Ah, thanks. Yeah, and first I mined 1 beryllium.
Okay.
So I advance companies. Think to roll. And I spawn black guy here for 1 food to make urbanite. Which makes pollution, and I clean it with my last food.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to roll a die. I'll advance to here. I'll roll the die. 2, 5 on the little planet. No. No.
No.
How can this be?
That's bad.
So this.
That's mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's yours. So that space vehicle crashes again. And this guy, I'll roll for where he lands. 3, 1. right here.
Yes.
And we have to retreat companies 1 and urbanites by 1. And the urban player, which is me, gains a shame. And the tech player, which is you, gains a shame. Well, that was unfortunate. So, can you tell me where these creeping guys are going to live?
On the ground on store, on plants and...
In the trench? What's their special ability?
They can farm bodies and plants.
Oh.
So they will fit on the ground on store.
And what's their favorite milieu?
SCF or solid.
Okay, well that's convenient. Okay. So.
And I can make urbanite here also.
Yeah. If you can make an urbanite there, that would be helpful with these new guys. And that way, all I need to do is make a company.
But one question for these. To move them from ship, I need to use like spawning and farming.
Yeah.
But I will have only 4 food. So the guy on Beehive are lost and died.
Yeah. Now the rules give a way for me to take shame away from you, but
I think it's not necessary.
but it doesn't look helpful. Well, I mean, if you lose victory points because guys die, that doesn't really matter in a cooperative game. So long as we can get the tracks up. So I think all I need to do is 1 company and 1 monster. And the monster could be, well, in the trench on this little planet, or on this. Oh my God, there's a tsunami here. We were lucky that we never got a tsunami. That could have wiped out our farmers. I think I'll place 1 here. And I need phosphorus, so I'll place 1 here. And that'll get my monster. This will also. I still have beryllium. So I'll place my last one over here. I think I'll try to irrigate this to gain a phosphorus.
Okay.
I have maximum food. So this went down by 2. And I'll flip this over. So the companies go up by 1. And then I'll spend 1 food and my phosphorus for teratogenesis here. God, we're so lucky that we didn't get a tsunami. Then my last food. To create a monster.
Yes. First was new sphere, now teratogenesis.
What's that?
First new sphere, then teratogenesis. But
Yes, first new sphere, then teratogenesis. And I'll grab this. No, I think I want a red one. More appropriate. And I'm out of food. This improves the monster by 1. I guess I can uplift this guy here. Which will advance farming by 1. And I'm ending my turn.
and now the beehive arrives. So solid and SCFs are my work sites. And this and this. And we have the spawning company, I think, I hope. Or not.
I think you do have to roll for the last turn, though. I mean, the event.
Once again.
For turn 25, you should roll an event.
At the start, you say the event is arrival.
Is that what it says? I thought it said I thought that it said that you roll for an event if the dropstone doesn't, if the beehive does not impact as a dropstone.
Okay. One station fall on space, nothing. So I paid 2 food to make one to have. And I make spawning company. Then I do 2 farmings. And there are 2 guys left, which seems a bit...
Because you ran out of food.
Yes. Which sounds a bit strange.
Yeah. That's all right. Okay, I have a bunch of notes here.
And I advance. And I followed something. I think there should be some punishment for not being able to allocate all of them.
Yeah, I mean, conceivably, it could be shame. I mean, instead of -1 VP, it could be a shame or something like this. Which also is -1 VP, I guess. All right. And what, that took about 3 hours?
Yes, I can look how long I recording. Right. Yeah, I think 3 hours and some minutes.
Okay. And we ended with the creeping deity. What do you think about having the Beehive players suffer shame for each one that's lost?
Probably.
Okay.
That beehive was not affecting my gameplay much. Unless towards the end.
Yeah, at the very end, you were...
When I found my mistake, where it can be placed, and that I need to pay food for it.
Yes, I understand.
I was thinking possible that it happens earlier. That new guys appear on planet, but on second thought, I think maybe it's not so good idea.
Yeah, I think I went through this same thought process.
Yeah, also the Starship is missing information that you can change the deity with.
Permission that you can do what?
It says radio can reset passenger, but it does not say you can change the deity to another one.
Yeah, I think that just needs to be updated, but I'll check it out.
We were quite lucky with events, I think.
Yeah.
It was not quite punishing until end.
Yeah, as I said, on Leeton, there was possibility of tsunami, and we should not have left that open. And we also let 2 farmers die out of negligence. But all in all, we are really lucky. But as it was, I mean, we played until, as you know, till the very last turn and the very last drop of food to barely squeak by. I mean, and if we play that you gain 2 shame for this, then technically you're out of the game because you have 4 shame. Now, I don't know what it means for a player to complete their mission, their cooperative mission, and yet be out of the game. Technically, that would mean that they're no longer trusted by the populace and therefore no longer an influence on future decision makings for the colonies, but the colonies were a success. That's sort of the strange dichotomy at the end.
But I can consider as I sacrificed my reputation for good of others.
You sacrificed replication for what, Peter?
I sacrificed my reputation that something good will happen.
What do you mean?
That I lost, but my cultists are okay, so it's good for me.
Yeah, I can see this. In other words, you sacrifice your reputation to make the mission succeed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So it's interesting addition, but it needs more testing.
All right.
Yes,
Okay, Peter.
yeah,
Thank you very much for playing.
some small notes. I said earlier that plants and bodies should have different colors to make them more distinct.
All right. Plants and patties should have different colors.
And possibly, I am not think it's possible that even that has raining icon.
And what about the raining icon?
If it's possible to have the raindrop under the disk.
I think so.
Because it will make them more different and also more like natural, that it drops from disk to down and ball goes up.
All right. Well, I'll ask Robin.
And also this mouse driver is for AGs somehow flipped.
Say that again, Peter.
Mouse driver.
Yes.
There's some flipped text for quite long time.
Yeah, I'll tell them about the flip text. I don't know why it's flipped.
I will probably have some thoughts after it when I need some time to think about it.
Okay.
But thanks for the game.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Peter.
Make the
I'm
picture.
going to try to take a picture of this